Welcome to Slovakia, a small nation with a big story in the skies. Today, we're exploring how Slovakia's Air Force is transforming from Soviet-era jets to cutting-edge Western technology. We'll look at the legendary MiG-29s, the vital transport planes, and the new fighters set to redefine their future. This isn't just about hardware, it's about strategy, alliances, and national identity. From Cold War relics to modern marvels, Slovakia's air fleet is a case study in adaptation and ambition. Let's dive into the aircraft, the decisions and the challenges shaping this unique air force. Let's get started. Slovakia's Air Force was born in 1993, inheriting Soviet hardware but facing the challenge of building a modern defense from scratch. Its mission: protect national airspace and support ground forces, no small feat for a small country. Air sovereignty means 24/7 vigilance, especially for a nation bordered by 5 countries and committed to NATO. Every aircraft and operation is shaped by budget constraints and the need for efficiency. Operations run from key bases like Sliac and Kuchinya, focused on doing more with less. The Slovak Air Force is the nation's shield, compact, resilient, and vital. Let's see how that plays out in the air. For decades, Slovakia's fighter fleet meant one thing: the MiG-29 Fulcrum. But in 2022, Slovakia grounded its MiG-29s and sent them to Ukraine, leaving its skies without native fighter jets for the first time. Now, air policing is handled by Poland and the Czech Republic under NATO's collective defense. This arrangement is a real-world test of alliance solidarity and interoperability. Slovak airspace remains secure, but the nation is in a rare period of transition, waiting for its next generation of fighters. The decision to retire the MiGs was driven by rising costs, maintenance headaches, and a commitment to modernization. Today, the sky is watched by allies, not Slovak pilots, a temporary but dramatic shift. This gap highlights both vulnerability and trust in NATO partnerships. The anticipation for new aircraft is palpable across Slovakia's defense community. The MiGs are gone, the future is on order, and the present is defined by cooperation. It's a bold move, trading legacy for promise. The next chapter is about to begin. For 30 years, the MiG-29 Fulcrum was Slovakia's air defense icon. Agile, powerful, and inherited from Czechoslovakia, it was a source of national pride and a fixture at air shows. But flying a Soviet jet in NATO brought challenges. Upgrades were needed for communication and identification, and spare parts became a logistical nightmare. The MiG-29's design, while formidable in its day, lagged behind modern Western fighters in avionics and multi-role capability. Maintenance costs soared, and reliance on Russian suppliers became a strategic liability. The decision to retire and transfer the MiGs to Ukraine was both practical and symbolic, a final act for aging warriors. The Fulcrum taught generations of Slovak pilots, but it also represented a technological dead end. Its legacy is complex pride, frustration, and a bridge from the Warsaw Pact to NATO. Now, that era is over. The MiG-29's shadow lingers, but Slovakia is ready to step into the light of a new era. The Fulcrum's story is one of adaptation and eventual transformation. Slovakia's Air Force is moving forward, leaving the past behind. The bridge has been crossed. The future awaits. Fighters get the glory, but Slovakia's Air Force relies on its transport fleet to function. The Alenia C-27J Spartan is the backbone, rugged, versatile, and able to operate from short, rough airstrips. Spartans handle troop transport, cargo, medevac, and disaster relief, giving Slovakia operational independence and humanitarian reach. Before the Spartans, aging Antonov An-26 struggled with efficiency and logistics. The switch to Western transports brought modern tech and NATO compatibility. Helicopters are equally vital, especially in Slovakia's mountainous terrain. The UH-60M Black Hawk replaced old Mi-17s, offering reliability, performance, and seamless NATO integration. Black Hawks handled troop movement, firefighting, and search and rescue, critical in the high Tatras. The shift from Soviet to Western platforms is about more than hardware. It's about interoperability and readiness. These workhorses may not be glamorous, but they're the lifeblood of military and emergency operations. Without them, the Air Force and the nation would be grounded. The unsung heroes keep Slovakia moving, at home and abroad. They're the glue that holds it all together. The arrival of the F-16 Block 7072 Viper marks a new era for Slovak air power. In 2018, Slovakia ordered 14 of these advanced fighters, transforming its air force. The F-16 brings cutting-edge radar, avionics, and multi-role flexibility, far beyond the MiG-29. Its AESA radar and digital cockpit give pilots unmatched awareness and survivability. The first F-16s arrive in 2024, with the full fleet ready by 2025. The Viper's arrival is a revolution, not just an upgrade. The Viper is the symbol of Slovakia's future in the skies. With the F-16s and Black Hawks, Slovakia is completing its shift to Western platforms and deepening international partnerships. The next step, modernizing the training fleet, likely with a new jet trainer to prepare pilots for advanced fighters. International cooperation is central. Joint exercises with NATO allies hone skills and build trust. Regional collaboration, especially with the Visegrad Group, offers shared training logistics and cost savings. Future plans include boosting surveillance and reconnaissance, possibly with drones to fill current gaps. The Defense Cooperation Agreement with the US is upgrading air bases and infrastructure, making Slovakia a key NATO hub. The focus is on integration, common platforms, shared training, and seamless operations with allies. The era of a patchwork fleet is ending. The future is about efficiency and interoperability. Slovakia aims to be a modern, flexible force, ready for the challenges of the 21st century. The Air Force's evolution is about more than planes. It's about mindset and partnership. The goal, a force that's not just modern in equipment, but in thinking. Slovakia is building a future-proof air force, one handshake and one upgrade at a time. The horizon is bright, and the journey continues. The next decade will define Slovakia's place in Europe's skies. The road ahead isn't easy. Transitioning to the F-16 means new infrastructure, training, and a battle for skilled personnel. Budget pressures are real. Balancing advanced fighters with other defense needs is a constant challenge. Slovakia's frontline NATO position brings both responsibility and risk, especially amid regional tensions. But modernization offers huge opportunities, industrial partnerships, economic benefits, and a seat at the table in NATO operations. The security climate in Europe has renewed focus on defense and unity among allies. Support from partners like the US, Poland, and the Czech Republic is stronger than ever. With the F-16, Slovakia can contribute to a wider range of missions, from air defense to coalition strikes. The Air Force's role is expanding, from consumer to provider of security. The challenges are real, but so are the opportunities. Slovakia is poised to build a respected, capable, and modern air force. The future is within reach. The sky's the limit. Slovakia's air force is in the midst of a historic transformation. From Soviet legacy to Western innovation, it's a leap driven by necessity and vision. The F-16 Vipers will soon mark a new era of sovereignty and capability. Temporary reliance on allies is paving the way for a stronger, more independent force. Thanks for joining this journey through Slovakia's evolving air power. Share your thoughts below. How do you see the future of Central European air defence? Until next time, keep looking up.